I honestly did not see myself going past 17 because of the pride and the ego. It was like gang banging, prison, or death. Because when you live in the fast lane, that's it's gonna be that. And I always saw that. I didn't see no future. Being locked up, even from the beginning of juvenile hall to then, I did feel kind of suicidal. And I prayed to God about, that if He was real, He just lead me to where He want, because I feel lost. The turning point in there for it was my mom. Like, I didn't realize how time, when you live in a fast lane, you don't realize how quick time flies. I finally got a phone call. Listening to her, I felt like she sounded different. She sounded older, and it hit me. And I'm not gonna lie, when I went into that cell room, I broke down. I can't be in here knowing that if one day my mom passed away, knowing that her son is locked up. That was the first time I ever read the New Testament of the Bible. Through all my struggle and being in jail, I think I really kind of started discovering Christ and having better knowledge of the Bible and who Jesus was and what He did for my sin. When I went to parole my first time, I was kind of worried because people was like, dude, the parole board was gonna be this person, that he or she's not gonna let you out. I let the evidence of my accomplishment in there prove it. And I went in there and my first time I got parole, they gave me a little chain and like, what was it, like $80 or $50, whatever it was. Took me a Greyhound, and when I went out of those prison gates, I was like, I'm really out. Now come think about it, it's kind of embarrassing. You're in a white jumpsuit with a box in a Greyhound, everyone's looking. It's see my family first time. My mom came, hugged me. Funny thing, my brother saw me and was like, hey, what's up? I was like, oh, what's up? And then my brother went and told my mom that, hey mom, there's a guy laying on my bed. And my mom was like, that's your brother. That life that I was living, to the point where like I was never home, to the point being locked up, to a point where my own brother don't even recognize me. And I kind of look back and like, wow, I mean, you live your life so fast that your own family don't even recognize you because you're never with the family. You're out in the street so much that there was no connection. My first impression of coming through home now, I would say it was kind of like going through Celebrate Recovery, like your first time there or your first AA meeting, like nervous, you don't want to say nothing. And it kind of felt weird, when you go to these events and you hear the testimony, you hear them talking about something and you're like, why are they talking about me? I didn't tell nobody about this, but I kind of feel like God here, what I'm saying? He was answering my prayer. I realized that I gotta close one door and open the other. I would say I didn't really try to connect until my mother passed away in '08. That destroyed me, and I made a commitment. I told her that I was gonna be a better person so she don't feel like she wasted her energy giving me life. And I speak this from experience where they helped me when I went through home now, and when I'm out of that building, they still help me. They're still there. Just encouraging me and being there for me, pick up my phone call. I mean, even when it's like 5, 6 o'clock and just having conversation. I was able to reach Johnny, Roger, Bryce, Vonna, Sam, and Paul really helped me a lot. It was just finding myself, doing one-on-one with me, trying to be a better father, better husband, and encouraging me to be better for my kid. I met my wife about 7 years ago. The main thing about her was her heart. She was different, It was kind of like you see a bad guy with a good girl and you're like, how did that happen? She encouraged me. I remember she prayed with me, calmed me down. And it was kind of a trip to me because like, I was like, wow, I never thought that I would have a wife that would actually hold my hand and pray with me. At the end of the day, I just felt like everything just kind of fall in pieces. And from there, we had our first daughter, Alina, who's 6, Logan, who's 2.5, and Grace, who's 1.5. I just feel blessed, man. I feel blessed to have her. Come. Yeah. If I never walked through the door of Hope Now for You, I would try to be a better version of myself, but I think deep down inside my heart, I would relapse many times. Probably been doing drugs, drinking, partying. My marriage probably be like one of those marriages where it's just up and down. Work don't work, work don't work, work don't work, and then, you know, I don't know, end up child support. For me, when I receive that blessing, you always feel like you want to give back that blessing God give you. And when you're able to give back, you want to give it back to somebody who's going to make a difference.